Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody, and a very happy Monday. It's the start of a new week. I can hear myself back, and that is really, really disorientating. There we go. I've muted myself. Welcome in to Seaduke, to Gemma, to Escanor, to NKA, to Glenn, to Malik, and to everybody else, including Seaduke. How is everybody doing? Welcome in, George. How is everyone doing here on this Monday? Start of a new week, but of course for a lot of us it is the bank holiday. Half-price Easter eggs, magic, Kanto. Welcome in, Snowy. Happy birthday. Welcome into Rob as well, and to Deadpool. My Easter was lovely, thank you. I don't really celebrate it, but I had a lovely bit of rest. I've got content recorded for a very long time now, and I've noticed people's names have all different funny colours now. That's brand new. It might just be a quirk of OBS, but that's going to be so much easier to pick people out. Oh no, you've been under the weather, Malik. That is not good at all. We're going to get straight onto it. We're going to get the graphics up. We are all preset, and we have named this totodile Snowy after the lovely Snowy whose birthday it is. So if we could all wish Snowy a happy birthday. Do it in secret, though. I didn't tell you. We just all knew it was Snowy's happy birthday day. Happy birthday day. That's a sentence, isn't it? It's Snowy's birthday today, so we're going to name the totodile after them. Yes, Kanto, happy birthday to Snowy in secret. We've got a couple of new strategies for Totodile. Let's see if it works out. Let's get the timer going. Let's hope I've set the clock to the correct time. And let's get going. As always, we'll do the first encounter with the first Pokemon. And it's a two-shot on a Hoothoot. And let's now carry on a little bit. So we've got Hidden Power Fighting this time. No audio. There should be audio. I hope there's audio. Could somebody confirm that there is audio coming through, please? Just my voice. That means the Pokemon loop is a little bit quiet. Let's turn it up and try and do two things at once. I did an audio check and it seemed fine. But you never know with this. You never know with YouTube and OBS. I did have to adjust my mic settings to do some voiceover. Let's do a little bit of grinding. We'll get up to getting Rage. I think we're medium slow. Being a starter Pokemon, I should know this. We've already got Rage. We're definitely medium slow. Might as well get one more level. We're doing very, very well on timing. We can just chew through anything here. And Rage is going to make the first couple of gyms incredibly trivial. Hoping that we won't have as many resets as we had last time. I'm glad it was just on your end. I always fret when someone says they have audio issues because I worry that I've forgotten to do something. I'm glad you made it to the beginning as well, Malik. Welcome in, Austin. I hope you're doing well here on this Monday. You do have big teeth now. You can chew. Still quiet. Which part is quiet? Because on my monitoring, everything is as it should be. Don't apologise for the scare. Rage in Gen 1 is Softlock City, isn't it? Glad it's better after a reset. It's a Monday, isn't it? We can forgive audio issues. Everyone's still slowly waking up. We've got an extra day's holiday, or a lot of us have. Obviously, I'm working today. I'm with you lovely people, but it doesn't feel like work, and that's the beauty of hanging out with all of you. Rage in Gen 1 is total garbage. There's no point in raging against this Chikorita, though. It does love to growl. Yes, Venusaur in Generation 2 does not learn a single Poison-type move. We had to improvise and adapt. We'll be seeing that run on Wednesday, or on Tuesday if you're a lovely patron of mine. I am very well, thank you, Malik. We'll call the rival triple question mark. And then we'll get going. Have a little chat with Professor Elm. And then maybe a couple of graphical glitches with the Croconaw overlay. Unfortunately, the Sugimori artwork didn't quite work as best as it could have done. But that's just laziness on my part. I didn't notice it until about 5 minutes before stream, and I thought it'll be fine. Yes, got to be very honest with that police officer. We don't want to have our Totodile confiscated. Confiscated? That was very weird. Very weird emphasis there, wasn't it? We didn't do a Nuzlocke on Friday. I didn't think I'd have as much time to stream as we did. So we just did an Egg Run and Marill. So we did Execute, which was still quite bad, and Marill, which was surprisingly good. But we'll see those on the leaderboard when we take our first little stream break, probably around Jasmine. It's very important on Gen 2 runs to take lots of breaks because it's very mentally intensive. Welcome in, JP the Flipper. Thank you for joining in on a live stream. I'm glad you've been able to catch one at last. I know it's very difficult with the times I stream for people to be able to make them, but unfortunately such is life. I only have a very limited amount of time to do these streams. I can create pre-recorded content at any time of day. For the live streams, because of the situation I'm in, I've got a very small window that I've got 2 times a week, Monday and Friday. That is the point. Why doesn't he just lamp us? Welcome in, Johnny. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since we've chatted. I hope things have been very, very good for you. We're just going to chew through yet more opposition here. We'll do late Sprout Tower, get that 10-second time save. Because I think the Bellsprout would murder us. There are very few police officers in the entire Pokemon world, aren't there? There's like 1 in Kanto, 1 in Johto. And that's about it. We will go straight into Falconer's Gym and hope that Rage is going to be suffice. It should be, but we never know. Get outsped by that Sphero, which is a little bit concerning, but we do grow to level 11. Let's now take on the 2 Pidgey. I've played so much Pokemon over the last few days that my brain is a little bit mangled with what everyone has and where everyone is. Although you'll never guess what happened again yesterday. Well, actually, no, I can't spoil that, because I've realised the video isn't out. So let's just end that sentence before it's begun. But you'll never guess what happened yesterday with one of my runs. We got 0 resets on Red. And I cannot wait for you all to see that run. So I don't think anyone is going to be able to tell who it is. I should have been using Rage from the very beginning here. But it's fine, we lost like 3 seconds. And we learn Water Gun. Time of 6:08. Yes, first time Red. I often forget which videos are out, which ones are edited, which ones are yet to be voiced. And I start trying to reference things that you lovely people haven't seen yet. They stopped the game corner in recent games because of gambling regulations in the EU. So the European Commission decided that if you have gambling, you have to have a higher age rating. So they just got rid of them. Venusaur had plenty of resets. Well, actually not that many. Oh, Snowy, that is spoilers. Nobody knows about the Poké Rush yet. I did post it on Twitter, but it's still spoilers for the video. Dan, if you're around and in chat, do you fancy explaining the Poké Rush for me, please? Because I don't really know. That is genuinely what happened with the Game Corner. That's why in the Gen 4 remakes in Europe, and I think in America as well, we got Voltorb Flip instead of the actual Game Corner. Because that was a game of skill, not a game of chance. Voltorb Flip was fun. It's a very, very reliable way of grinding coins. I'd much rather have that over what we have for the slots if I ever need a TM. We're just going to be a physical attacker, I think, for most of the run. We'll get Surf, but our special attack is dreadworthy compared to our physical attack. Yes, grinding coins in PK Hex or in Game Hook. If you run Retro Arch and Game Hook, then you can just change the amount of coins on the fly. Thank you, Dan. A 3 in 65536 chance of a random Pokemon in your party getting the virus after each battle. And then that doubles the amount of stat experience or EVs you get. So I think you can get these power items in later generations, and it's ostensibly a built-in one of those. Do we learn Swift? No, we don't learn Swift, so that means we can do early Repel here, which is glorious. And we might as well take on the Hikers. Gold is interesting. I prefer Crystal myself. I did a gold run with Girafarig in my own time a few weeks ago, and goodness me, it's so bad. It's not bad, it's just so different. And the Ice Tunnel path, that is so bad. Your Gallade soloed Nemona's final battle. Gallade is very powerful. I don't drink any hot drinks at all, I'm strange like that. Oh, you don't own Crystal? Oh no. Is this on Virtual Console? Because if it's on Virtual Console, you're a little bit banjaxed now, aren't you? No worries, Snowy. Spoilers, they do happen every so often. Feraligatr's being redone because we've done the Kanto starters in videos. You can always use special Nintendo software. I don't know what this emulation is. Emulation is a weird word that I have never heard before. I don't know what emulation is, so we will just all use our special Nintendo software. I think that gets Nintendo off my back, doesn't it? Repel wore off. Let's now apparently punch Hiker Anthony in the mouth. I didn't mean to battle him. Talking of real hardware, I have been able to get Pokemon Colosseum working on real hardware and being able to be captured. So that is something I might be trying at some point. I managed to get my old GameCube working with OBS. Yes, that's the studio that made the Minions movie. Goodness me. Pause the timer because we don't want an Oddish. The only Oddish we want is the one who's got the profile picture in the chat. But we do, however, want a Psyduck. Yes, it's you, the Oddish, but we have to run away from it. Stadium's going to be interesting. I've got a Switch and I've got a capture card, so Stadium's more than fine when that comes out. Unfortunately, I don't have any Gen 1 games. So even though I do have an N64 with Stadium, I wouldn't be able to capture that. So we'd be rental only. Colosseum is fun. It's been about 20 years since I last played it, and goodness me, that makes me feel old. Thank you for popping in, Johnny. I hope you have a lovely day. You can hear my controller. That's how you know I'm doing real hardware. And by real hardware, I mean it's real hardware that's connected to my PC. I never got round to playing XD. So XD will be a blind playthrough. Finally, we have a Paris. We already caught a Psyduck. Paris was very shy today. I am not good at pinball in real life, so I can only assume I'll be terrible at pinballing in video game form. Buy our stuff there, and then let's carry on. See, I had the GameCube, and then I got the PS2 later. And I only had the PS2 for about a month, and I fell down the stairs taking it from upstairs into the lounge. And it broke. And we get our first evolution into Croconaw. Does anyone else think that Croconaw looks a little bit like how Bruce Forsyth used to pose in that Sugimori artwork? Well, it's nice to see it's nice. One turn confusion there, not terrible. Probably going to get poisoned, but instead we get wrapped. Rappo will take over poison. We will stick on a potion here, get up to full health, or fullish health anyway. And I'll put on a poison cure berry for Mr. Bugsy that's coming up. Have I ever rage quit a challenge? Yes, plenty. Those of you in the Discord know, like I was doing Wobbuffet over the weekend, and I had to quit that. Wobbuffet was so bad. Not as bad as I expected, but there's a pair of trainers coming up who they were so scary. Wobbuffet is genuine pain. These two trainers here took us roughly 15 resets to get through with Wobbuffet. And I'd accidentally saved in front of, or in the battle instead of in front of the battle, so I was locked in. That wasn't fun. And there's our poison. Move deleter's nice, but actually that's something we can do with Wobbuffet. We can use the move deleter in Blackthorn to get rid of Destiny Bond. There was a special Wobbuffet released in, I think it was in New York, that I believe had Mimic in place of either counter or mirror codes. So technically that's an egg move. So technically on an egg move redo, we would game the system a little bit and have counter, mirror codes, safeguard, and mimic. And I think that would... Oh, for goodness sake, we've been poisoned again. Do I have that full heal? Yes. And we will use a potion here. Stick on the PSN Cure Berry, not the PRZ Cure Berry. And let's take on Bugsy. I think the strat is going to be to Rage. Get that Rage building. We got very little for events. I remember feeling quite privileged that up in the Trafford Centre in 2007 there was an event. Do we want Bite? Yes, we do. We probably want Bite over Scratch. There we go. Scythe is easy. Oh, with 39 seconds ahead. Yeah, in the Trafford Centre in 2007, we had a bunch of events celebrating Pokemon's 10th anniversary. Goodness me. Rock isn't as bad as people think it is. Rock really isn't as bad as people think it is. Grass has the hardest overall time in Johto. Fire's not terrible, because you get Sunny Day. So you just counter the water type moves with Sunny Day, and you don't encounter that many ground or rock moves. Should have done my extra step there, really, to save some menuing. We'll get headbutts so that we can headbutt things in the mouth. Rockin' and Nuzlocke can really help out in Gyms 1 and 2, provided you don't get mud slapped by good old Falkner. Probably don't need Sweet Scent, but we'll pick it up anyway. Yes, most rock types are dual with ground, which means you have the 4 times weakness to grass and water. Don't forget about the Gen 1 fossils as well. They are rock water. And you've got Aerodactyl that's rock flying. Decided to go for the flinch there. Water gun on this. Grab this extra super potion. Rock and roll type would be so fun. When we go into the bag next, we will teach Headbutt. Just going to try and catch an Abra now. Hopefully it'll be very quick showing up. There's our Abra. I think the first pure rock type was Nose Pass, wasn't it? All the way in Generation 3. Oh, Sudowoodo, doi. Completely forgot Sudowoodo was a thing then, and I shouldn't, because I got a shiny on my Sudowoodo run that's never to be released. Yes, in 2003 there was the special Mimic Wobbuffet in the US. Every time I clip one little bit of grass and I get an encounter here. Always the bloody way. Yes, 2003 was only 10 years ago. I'm still 21. Wish I was still 21. Turning 31 next month. Talking of my birthday, there are going to be quite a few big streams happening around my birthday, including a major several-hour stream going on my birthday itself. You have been promoted to older sibling, Rumus. By a couple of Ice Punch TMs. Maybe there'll be a nice punch later. I'm about to turn 32 too. I've already healed, haven't I? I turn 32 in the middle of next month. I missed my youth. 32 is the new 22. Trouble is, I feel 52. Oh, for goodness sake, we've been paralysed. No, I'm 32 next month. Gonna use the Paralysed Cure Berry. We'll pick up another one if we need it later. We're all getting older, unfortunately. But we're all having fun while getting older, hopefully. Hoping that we saved a little bit of time here at Whitney. Yes. I've just realised I don't have my personal music playing today. Happy birthday for April the 30th, Austin. Talks the eavesdropping so-and-so, and now let's carry on through Spinner Hell. Try not to get an encounter this time. Oh, bloody hell. Clips the corner again. Just going to run from this Sudowoodo this time, I think. Are we going to get our regular Stantler up here? Yes, yes we are. I love how the Sudowoodo bounces away too. I've started keeping that in the videos because it looks so goddamn cute. A chat-only option? Do you mean like a pop-out chat so that you can have something on the screen and then the chat elsewhere? That painting sounds dangerous. You'll probably feel like you'll be in your 20s until you're like 35, 36 from what I've heard. It is so annoying that there isn't a way to pop out chat. I was actually talking about that with the mods earlier. Why did I water gun? What is wrong with me? Yes, that is the only Sudowoodo in Gen 2. And if you defeat it or you let it run away, then you can't get it back. So you'd have to restart over again. Surf will be nice. It'll be a big improvement over Water Gun. We'll teach it next time we menu. Which actually is right here. think that's everything I wanted to do in that menuing. Trying to combine menuing as much as possible, and with my memory, I forget half the stuff I was meant to do. These Nidos are a really good experience. I'm trying to battle them every single run because not only are they so easy to knock out, the stat experience you get from them is invaluable. And then there's another Nidoking here. Yes, I am cheating. I'm going to the Lake of Rage early. It's also quicker to get on the bike and go through Mount Mortar than it is to surf over the water. Yes, I'm using the walk through caves cheat. And our hidden power type today, by the way, is fighting. We're just going to pause the timer at getting hidden power, because I need to double check something. If Sunday's Tuesday, Monday would be Saturday, Sunday would be Friday, Saturday would be Thursday, Friday would be Wednesday. That might not make sense to any of you, but that makes sense to me. Because GameHook has the days slightly out of sync, but we're going to want to get the black belt. So we get the black belt, we pause the timer once more, and then Tuesday is what we want to set it to, and we'll double check that on the Pokegear. Yep, so that's saying Sunday now, that is perfection. Timer's back up and running, we'll drop a cheeky little heal here. And then we'll carry on. GameHook has been so invaluable to... Oh, go away, Mr. Bike Shop Man. GameHook has been so invaluable for getting these runs done in the way I want them to. Scary Face, I've already got one of those, so we won't learn it. And that was Drown a Sheep. I want to get a smart TV too, but I realised I don't ever actually watch TV. I can't remember the last thing I watched on TV. Maybe The Traitors. Back in December. This beauty's annoying, but at least we've got Surf for the Corsair. I'm going to take on all of these, I think, before going down so that we have a very quick Olivine run. We'll fetch the Mince Berry while we're here. Won't bother with the Nugget today. I think we'll be fine for money. And let's have a little chat to God's Truth Ruth. Now, Ruth is having a few issues with her husband, so we'll get her husband next to her so they can talk it out. And then we'll have a little chat to the bit on the side here, shall we say. The one that's causing all those problems for Ruth and Derek. Oh, bloody hell, I shouldn't have surfed on that. Let's swap to Headbutt. I think I'm going to put Headbutt in slot 1, actually. Krabby is surprisingly bulky. And we get another evolution already. Level 30 evolution for Feraligatr. Which is astonishing, really. And that means we're fully evolved for the next rival battle. We've got loads of lore coming out with all these NPCs. I think at this point Rage has served its purpose. So we are going to teach our Feraligatr to punch things in the mouth. And we will also bung on a repel. Yes, the relationship drama, Pokemon meets Cory. I like Meganium. We'll Surf on this, because I think that's going to do better than Bite. We'll Surf on the Magnemite, one shot, perfect. Bayleaf, punch it in the mouth. Not quite a one shot, but it uses Reflect. Et finalement, Zubat. Zubat goes down. And we'll release the beasts. Yes, Jasmine is getting us to be a drug mule. And we want to dig. I need to move. I forgot to get Kenya. Oh dear. Kenya, I'm coming for you. Just gonna get through Spin of Hell. I knew there was something I'd forgot. Kenya the Forgotten One, yes. She is today, unfortunately. Hopefully that's not been too big of a time loss. Times are going to be slightly out of sync anyway because we've done things in a different order. Yes, if you don't take Kenya's mail off, then you can't deposit it to the PC. You have to remove the mail before depositing it in the PC. Feraligatr does deserve Water Dark. Feraligatr might be able to guess it as an egg move, but we definitely can't guess it in our gameplay, unfortunately. Yes, you can give any Pokemon to the intended recipient next to Violet City. However, I think it's rude not to give Kenya. Are we talking about the Gen 3 sprite there, can be? We have all seen that back sprite. Yeah, we lost a little bit of time there, but we have done things in a different order. The Feraligatr run I had, though, it was pretty gosh darn good. So it could be a struggle to improve. Yes, you can max out Shuckle's friendship. I wouldn't advise it myself, because Shuckle isn't great in Gen 2. But you can. Firo is very, very good. Firo was top of the tree for a little bit. Why Hidden Power Fighting? To punch things in the mouth later. We see where we struggled last time, which was against Karen and against Snorlax. And Karen and Snorlax both share the thing of being weak to fighting. We need an unknown run. We need a lot of money in Super Chat for me to even consider an unknown run, because that will take all day, and I don't have all day. I have a rewind button in case I accidentally do a bit of bad movement. Let's put Headbutt up top again. Feraligatr has phenomenal physical attack. We're running this similar to how we'd run Krabby. Because our base attack is already over 100 in battle. And we get the normal type boost as well from Whitney's badge. I'd like all the starters to eventually get regional forms. I think that'd be really cool. Past the horrible spinner there. That's why we're running it like Krabby. Krabby got no physical stab either. But we still just about made it work. We've got a lot of physical defense as well, which is glorious. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that question, Malik. Pokemon that are going to have to evolution. That might be my dyslexia kicking, but I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Yes, Stab Waterfall would have been great with physical and flinching. It would have been better. Oh, split Evos. We're going to be doing them in one video and splitting the timeline. Which might sound complex, but once we've done one, it'll make sense. What split Evos are there in Gen 2? There's Blossom, there's Politoed, there's the Evolutions. I'm sure there are more that I'm just blanking on. No, that's a boulder. Hitmons, yes. I meant to put on the mint berry for this. Flinch, please. Ouch. Ha! 3. Saving a wee bit of time there. But we are still slower overall, unfortunately. That's having to get Kenya back, unfortunately. If this run goes well and we get a decent time, I will do another run today. Oh, don't worry about bad English. I think your English makes perfect sense. It's just every so often my dyslexia can't read a question correctly. Slowbro and Slowking, yeah, that's another one that we're going to have to do. I always say no to Lance here because I dislike him that much. Here is one of my least favourite parts of any run. At least we're chewing through these. Slacking with Guts would be phenomenal. We don't get many big pickup trucks over here in the UK. Yes, the Feraligatr is named Snowy after Snowy's birthday today. Welcome in, Peter. I'm glad the Mario movie was good. Please don't spoil it for anyone else. Well, that's a question and a half, isn't it? Blissey Run would have to be a full stream dedicated to it. Because the base attack is just that bad. I think it was something like a 15 shot on our first battle with Chansey. Mischievous is another one that's bad. Thank you for popping in, NKA. I hope you have a lovely day. Raiku's one we were interested in. I think we are going to run a legendary later if we have the time. Legendaries are going to get their own runs as well. We did Moltres. We did all the legendary birds. Jumpluff. There's not enough money in the world for me to do Jumpluff again. I did it once, and I'm still reeling from the pain because my recording got corrupted. Oh, I bloody hate this gym. There we go. Yes, Moltres was part of the Just the Battle series. Hoppip? No. If Gamehook is ever compatible with Gen 4, I would do those games, yes. And let's now take on Jasmine. Favorite Johto starter? Probably Totodile. And you can see that we're doing things in a different order. We have now gone back to roughly on par with the original time. But we are 7 badges in. And that is the time where we take our first break. So I'm going to say thank you all so much for your company so far. We're going to take a quick couple of moments break so I can get a bit of mental breathing room, and I will be right back. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. I just needed to get a cheeky little drink. And a fire engine of all things was just lingering around the house. Fortunately, it wasn't for me. But it was very, very loud and a little bit annoying. Next destination is Goldenrod City, where we are going to first of all go up to floor number 5. And I will add Dan's game hook in to let me know when I'm able to get return. I keep forgetting to do that. Dan will be mightily unimpressed with me. We'll pop into the Pokemon Center. We will go and grab this rare candy past Mr. Specsavers here. And then we will fly to Cherry Grove City. Get on the bike. Have a little chat with this man here. Get the Mystic Water. That fire drill episode was so funny. Just so I don't forget it later, we'll grab this rare candy here. And we'll go into Azalea Town. Have a fun time at the pharmacy, Gemma. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I hope you have an alright time there. God, my movement. Good morning, Joe. How are you today? Where are my super repels? Why aren't they up top? This run is so scuffed. But we move, we make the best of what we've got. That's everything we want from there. King's Rock is going to be glorious. Ooh, very good luck with the exam. If anybody needs to take medications and you haven't already, now is definitely the time to think about doing it. Ha! We didn't get glared. I'm sure you won't need luck though, Joe. I'm sure your knowledge and skill will get you through perfectly. Aromatherapy's not a move in this generation. What does the aromatherapy move do? I know it's a move. I can never remember what it actually does. Aha, status conditions on the party. That sounds useful, except in a solo Pokemon run. I know you were talking to Malik. There are so many moves with very similar names now that I get so confused. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, we still have that Poison Cure berry on from all the way back at Bugsy. I will just say the caveat with any kind of medication or things that people are suggesting, be careful with it and be sensible. I'm not a licensed physician, therefore I can't advocate for anything that is coming up in chat. I'd forgotten about that berry too, but it came in clutch there. Oh no, that's not a one-shot. That's bad. We got so lucky not to get poisoned in that. Oh, there's another one. We got so lucky not to get poisoned in that battle. That was a really bad battle there. I probably should have surfed with the Mystic Water, but this is still very much a warm-up run. We have another run hopefully to come. I thought I was going to talk it into. We'll grab the coin case now, and while we're here, just to boost return a little bit, we might as well get that one extra friendship. Yeah, when I talk of status conditioning, I know the RNG's rigged. Surf on the Magnemite. And there's the poison. I don't have any healing items, for goodness sake. This run isn't going how I intended it, but sometimes that's the luck of the draw. Sometimes that's me not playing well at all. No, I played really scuffed today. I didn't have time to do a warm-up run. Or at least that's my excuse. I find Nugget Bridge even worse than Rocket. Because by that point, I just wanted the run to be over. I just want to find out what my final time's going to be. Like, we're 21 levels above the opposition here. The level curve is so dodgy. No, we don't need the extra cash in this run. There are runs where we will need it, like Wobbuffet will probably need the extra cash. Wobbuffet will need all the potions that we cannot afford. I think Pokemon does expect you to rotate. But then it hits you with Claire and you're like, ha, no. Struggle is typeless in this game. At the moment, this is just normal crystal, yeah. We've got walls full now. We should teach these to Psyduck straight away. Even if Ice Fang was in this game, it'd still be a special move. Although it would be nice to have the chance to flinch. As someone who hates grinding, I like the new experience share. It should be optional, like in Gen 6. Was it also optional in Gen 7? No, Let's Go was the one where they turned it off optional, wasn't it? Gonna pause the time to sort out the bag. Because as we all know, this could take forever with my dyslexia. Bag management is incredibly important. At the time, I didn't pause, for goodness sake. Yes, in Scarlet and Violet, there is no set battle option. Looking at this timer, we should unpause in 3, in 2, in 1. There we go. I think they possibly turned on the experience share like it is to make people have an easier time getting into competitive battling. Because obviously for a lot of competitive battling, you'd need to be level 100, wouldn't you? Some of the Gen 9 Pokemon are ridiculously overpowered. Nice clean Claire fight there. Shows how much I know about competitive battling, doesn't it? Closest I get to competitive battling is these challenge runs. I like that we've started calling that website the purple site. Oh, Claire, shut your face. Heard it all before. Yes, I like that combo. You just twitched. Thank you for popping in, Joe. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Eventually executing their several mouths. And Quagsire doesn't have water absorbed, so we'll surf all over it. We're in that proto-victory road section at the moment where not a lot happens. Just trying to get a few extra levels for the League. Why did I surf on the Starmie? What is wrong with me? I like this bit of Gen 2, but there's not much I can say. We're just battling people in the face. Because I want to ideally be level 56 for Karen. If we're level 56, then we should be good. There are like 4 really difficult fights in Gen 2. Everything else is a little bit of filler. Trouble is, those 4 difficult fights change depending on who you're running. Oh, thank you, Dan. I did press the button, it just didn't work because game life split wasn't in focus. Sometimes Jasmine as well. Jasmine can be an issue sometimes. Yep, Rival 2 is difficult. Oh, yep, Janine, she's the actual worst. Janine can get in the bin. She's too tough. Should nerf her. If you don't have an ice move for Lance, he is very difficult. I meant to ice punch there. There have been some runs where Joey has been an incredibly big obstacle. And we say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Parrish. You've all been a great help in the Johto region. Get some well-deserved rest while Feraligatr takes on the League. Yes, 3-Drill is very, very good to go against. I've not quite decided on the 3-Drill names yet. Jinx has no physical defense whatsoever. Slowbro has a lot of physical defense, but uses Amnesia on turn 1. And then we should Ice Punch the Xatu. I realise I don't know what the base stat distribution is for Venomoth. We don't have Wendy's over here. I've heard Wendy's is interesting. I was kind of hoping to get him not in healing range there, but that didn't work out. And we were one battle short of what I wanted at level 56. Did I full restore? No, I didn't. We got so lucky at Karen then, with that bit. I mean, we've still got to get through 3 more Pokemon. Just the Houndoom. Make sure I surf. We hit. And we're through. Not quite sure why that split says plus 1 minute 28. Must have mistyped that or something. And Lance was easy. Yeah, that must have been a typo on there. Got all the Karen's split there. We are 9 seconds ahead of where we were on the original run. And let's get our league time of 1:6:16. There's still more Johto content to come. There's still another part of this run to come. However, we are on end credits now. And I need to get myself set up for the Kanto section. So we're going to take a very short break and be back in just a moment. And we are back. Had to fiddle with the clock to make sure that it is Saturday, because we're going to be going to the game corner. But before we go there, we've got to have a little chat with Professor Elm. Get the SS ticket. And withdraw our HM friends. Did I stick on a repel? Probably not. There we go. No encounters for us. And we say welcome back to Kenya, Abracida and Paris, but we now have to go on with the clappers. You'll find out how Venusaur does on Wednesday. We don't have enough money for Ice Beam. Oh dear. Maybe we did need the amulet coin after all. I shouldn't have spent so much money in Blackthorn. Oh, I knew that I'd got pickpocketed somewhere. I didn't know it was by my own doing, though. It's fine. Ice Punch will be more than enough. Lance did it. Yes, he shook me down. We are going to be doing another run after this because my gameplay has been horrific here. It's the first time I bumped into her. And I all hope we're proud of me there. I did that without Flash. Welcome back, Gemma. Feraligatr's doing okay-ish. Probably not going to beat our original time unless we pull something phenomenal out of the bag for red. But then we did miss Kenya, so we're about a minute behind. Still getting Flash from Mount Silver because goodness me, I don't know my way around there. At least we know that it's probable that the first Feraligatr run we had was the best theoretical possible time with my ability. And sometimes gut instinct is a lot better than planning. Why do we always get onto Pokemon as food in these chats? No, that's not the right way. Probably going to be about 50 seconds behind our old Erica split. Fish are friends, not people. If Psyduck wants to be a fish, we will let Psyduck be a fish. It lives in the water, therefore is fish. Ducks can be fish. Psyduck does try its best. Magikarp is very magical. Yes, Lance should have a Lipard. Yes, Misty's Magikarp sort of just flopped, didn't it? Welcome in, Smorios. I'm so glad you're feeling better. People either seem to love or hate Charizard, don't they? Kingdra on Lance's team. No, I can't see it myself. It's not a flying type. It's Feraligatr, and I'm doing badly with it. Welcome in, Ben. I hope you're doing well today. I'm not eager to see the result. It's going to be terrible. I reckon we're going to be about 2 or 3 minutes slower unless I can really pull something out of the bag for red. Flygon can have an exception because it's got fly in its name. No, you're talking about eating Pokemon, Malik. I'm not. Such a scam that if you knock a Pokemon out, you don't get healed with leftovers. I struggle with the number of types there are at the moment. I think adding any more and my brain would implode. Surf to assert dominance over Misty. Yep, I don't know what Paris's problem is in Arceus. So if it seems feasible and doable at our current level, then I will give it a good try at Lance. Not at Lance. At Red. However, if it's looking not possible, we'll use 3 Rare Candies. Try again. If it looks like it's doable easily, we'll try again at that level. I hate this gym. So we use 3, 3, 4 as our pattern of Rare Candies. Oh, those words, they're naughty words here on this channel. We're getting hit by all the awkward trainers. I'm gonna get revenge by drowning this Pikachu. Ooh, a hack of XD sounds very fun. You can choose a female character, yes. And when you surf, your surfing Pokemon is blue, not orange. The female character in Crystal is known as Chris, replaced by Lyra in the Gen 4 remakes. No, in Crystal you get it as well. Brock will be very trivial. We'll surf on those 4 times a week, and then we will Earthquake on the waters. That's a very good question. At the moment, I would probably say Girafarig is up there. Ursaring, though, Teddy Ursaline, my all-time favourite Gen 2 lines. Elekid's a cool one. Hello, 3Drill, how are you doing today? If you're a grass type, Brock is the easiest gym leader in existence. 5 Pokemon with 4 times weaknesses. I think that might be the only gym where there are 5 4 times weaknesses to the same type. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right. No, he doesn't even bother evolving. Macago's a decent Pokemon. Well, it's not really, is it? But it's a cute Pokemon. Macago tries its best. Say goodbye to the Bumhead Fireduck and a Rapidash as well. Where's Arcanine missing from? We're going to be going up an Arcanine in our very next battle. Hopefully the Blue's not lost his Arcanine. Maybe Blue stole his Maybe Blue stole Blaine's Arcanine. That's what happened to Blaine's Arcanine. Blue stole it. There, some new lore just dropped. He's probably going to Leech Seed. No, he's Sunny Dade. Seeing as I'm scared of dogs, I'd probably go for Ninetales. The other theory I have about the Arcanine is that it is helping rescue people on the volcano. Although the Ninetales is gorgeous. We have Ninetales coming out later this month, I believe. It's either later this month or early next month. The run's all recorded, I just need to edit it. I did start with Vulpix, yes. And its nickname is the Alolan name for Vulpix. Right, it's now or never. Let's see what we get. Well, we don't outspeed the Pikachu. So already we're going to go up to level 68. And we'll give it another go. First reset of the run. I don't have the skills to put in those Pokemon into a ROM. No, we can't use a Pokeball to rare candy up. There's the freeze. Speed tie with the Espeon, oh dear. I do. I manipulate the IVs at the very beginning to choose the hidden power type. Right, Pikachu's now trivial. Venusaur we still have issues with. I have an idea. It might not work, but I'm going to give it a go. I want to confuse this Venusaur. Four dynamic punches in a row have missed. Yes, we're going to punch the frog in the mouth. Honestly, this gameplay has been bad from start to finish. Well, Ice Punch first turn. If money management had been better, this fight would have been easier. But sometimes that's the luck of the draw. Reflect is really bad. We can't get to level 78 without grinding now. But levels 76 and 77 would also give a better damage outputs because we're going up a higher level. HP bug for the third redo, yes. Straight up return on Venusaur's. Why did I punch the Pikachu in the mouth? I'm clearly frustrated. Let's try return on the Venusaur. Oh, critical hit. So. Return on this. This run's been jank from beginning to end. Sometimes happens. We'll do another run after this. Hopefully my gameplay will be a little bit better. That's exactly what we wanted on the Snorlax, though. Oh, no, please don't talk about the rounding thresholds. They mean nothing to me. I don't factor them in at all. Because you still do higher damage at a level higher, and I'm not going to go out of my way to slow myself down to get an extra level here and there. 130.52 overall. And should we see if the leaderboard works? Nope, that did not work. Abort, abandon ship. Why didn't that work? Dan, I broke it. Please do bear with. We're supposed to have a live leaderboard. Well, that's an error message I've never seen before. Invalid literal with base 10. I don't know what that means. I have saved the CSV. Please do bear with. I've got Dan in my ear trying to help us out. So I put the time in just on a new line. Pokemon name, comma, and then 01:30:52 with nothing afterwards. It sounds right, but it's falling on its bum. Oh. Now we've got a black screen. I've well and truly broken this. I can only apologise to Dan for breaking his magical tool. There we go. For some reason, it's now working again. 3rd place! Woohoo! Oh, goodness me. We got it working. I don't know how we got it working, but it's working. Feraligatr's in 3rd place. Let's do that animation one more time. And with that, we're done with the first run. What time are we? 3:45. I think we've got time for another one. So I shall get another run all set up. It's going to take me a couple of minutes to change the stream details, and I'll be right back. And we are back. That's the wrong thumbnail. We've done Feraligatr. Feraligatr, get in the bin. That says Jinx. Why does that say Jinx? That lies. That is full of lies. There we go. Mewtwo. Correct Pokemon. Third time lucky. We're going to be running Mewtwo. Gamehook has decided to fall on its bum. So let's give that a cheeky little reload. There we go. We have a Mewtwo. We have perfect DVs. So our hidden power type will be Dark, won't it? Now, I have tried bits of Mewtwo before and they've not been great. However, we will try our best, and happy Monday to you, Eternal NOS. I'm hoping this one will be easier than Feraligatr. I really am, but I've got a feeling it won't be. Starting with Confusion is good. It means we can do early Sprout. Feraligatr didn't do well, Eye Prisms, unfortunately. We got a worse time than the video time. However, we will try and do our best with good old Mewtwo. Let's go. As always, I'll do the first encounter we have, and it's a one-shot. Of course it's a one-shot. I called it Cats, by the way, because we've got a mouse that's made its house our home. Made our home its house. And I want a cat to get rid of it. My cat is not doing very, very well at all at that job. I saw it in the kitchen last night, and goodness me, I screamed bloody murder. I think I'm going to try doing this with minimal battles, just trying to get through as quickly as goddamn possible. Because we can get a theoretical, really good minimum time here. Third pack of Watsits. I don't like Watsits. Oh no, a dog with a rabbit in its mouth. That doesn't sound fun. Prawn Watsits, I didn't even know they were a thing. It took me until this year actually to realise that prawn cocktail crisps, they're the sauce flavour. So it's prawn cocktail sauce flavour, not the actual prawns. I'm hoping to steamroll the entire game. If this doesn't get top spot, then Mewtwo's an embarrassment. I don't know how to describe Watsits other than utterly revolting to me. Cheetos but softer than fluffier. Thank you so much, Sombrero. Walker's is the British Lays. You're absolutely correct. You're making me hungry. I've not had my lunch yet. My Tesco meal deal's sitting right next to me. But I thought it would be a little bit taking the wee-wee to have lunch midstream. I'm trying to do minimal battles here. And yet we're getting every encounter under the sun. Definitely don't watch and drive at the same time, Malik. It'd be nice if we learned something other than confusion. It'd be nice if we actually got through one bit of grass without an encounter. It knows that Mewtwo's OP. We have Legendary Learn Set here, so we learn moves every 11 levels. Is this the most encounters we've had up to this point? I think it very well might be. And Dan, if you're around, I'm using that run recorder software to see if I can get a number of battles in a run for you. Thank you so much, Josh. That's very kind of you to say. I will always try my best to make the videos as good as possible. I'm very excited about tomorrow's run. Not tomorrow's run, Wednesday's run. We have Venusaur coming out on Wednesday, and then to complete the technical Gen 1 starters, we've got the Pikachu into Raichu run on Saturday next week. Well, Saturday this week now, actually, isn't it? We have nothing for the Houndoom line. You can get through pretty much anything else. Welcome in, John. How is your new job going? We have done Feraligatr, and now we are on to Mewtwo. Yes, we started with Pichu for my sins. Biggest regret of my bloody life. I'm not going to tell you what level we evolved at, but goodness me, 40 is a very high number. We're even getting Sprout Tower encounters. Feraligatr didn't do quite as well as its original run, but we were trying quite a risky strategy. We've done a Houndoom run. We did Houndoom back in, oh, I want to say September, October time. Quite some time ago. But we could do a redo when Diablo 4 comes out. Question is, what's Diablo 4? I'm so clueless with games. I really want to start getting some Pokemon tattoos. That would involve revealing my face, and that's never going to happen. I'm going to be a voice in the void forever. If it's not Pokemon or Fall Guys, I don't really know about games at the moment. I suppose Minecraft as well. I play a lot of Minecraft. Egg in box. Leave. Mewtwo does not learn Earthquake, no. Why am I picking up the Miracle Seed? We have no grass moves. Oh, I suppose we have Solar Beam, but we're not going to run Solar Beam. Hidden Power Dark. I wanted to try with perfect DVs for my first attempt. Chop and change things for the video. Welcome in, Skull. I hope you're doing well. I doubt it's going to be 0 resets. We have Houndoom to go up against. Also, we're running about a minute slower because of all these friggin' wild encounters. Genuinely do not think we've had this many wild encounters in a very long time. Mewtwo can't learn any move in the game. You're thinking of Mew. Mewtwo has a very limited learn set on the left-hand side of the screen. Yeah, Mewtwo's special attack is ludicrous, featuring Mystical. You didn't say almost, though, and I'm a pedantic little sod. We'll try these hikers. Onyx has no special whatsoever. My day is going very well, thank you, Andrew. How is your day going? I hope you've had your morning coffee. Those of you in the Discord, we're going to be trying to do some Pokemon Colosseum later on tonight. Level 66 for Psychic, which probably means it's going to be TM for Psychic. Yeets the Miracle Seed. You've been busy? Busy is good. I hope you've been well and busy, though. And busy for all the right reasons. Morning tea, just as good. I'm a bit iffy about playing ROM hacks on stream. So I'm not quite sure what the YouTubes will let me do and what it won't let me do on stream. And Mewtwo, it's not. It's more special than any other Pokemon. We still have to catch our HM friends. And if you'd like to join the HM friends and become a channel member, the link is in the description down below. You'll be able to pick your HM friend team, and if you like Team Psyduck, then this is the Pokemon for you. We have 2 Psyduck back-to-back there. We pause the timer until we find a Paris now. Nintendo is very brutal about claiming things. I mean, I'm towing the line by doing Universal Pokemon Randomizer stuff. And Paris is caught first ball as well. Let's now have a little chat with Kurt, and thank you to Dom Verrill for joining Premier Ball tier. Thank you so, so much. Please do remember to go to the community post and pick your team. I hope you have a good time painting the ceiling, and I hope nothing drips on the floor. Last time I painted the ceiling, goodness me, it looked very, very wrong. Let's just say that. Do I mentally think of how long a Pokemon will take before I start it? I used to, but that put far too much pressure on myself. It's terrifying for the grunts. They're like, oh god, what the hell is this? Why was someone bringing a big corrupted cat that their boss experimented with? It's revenge. I'm really hoping our good special attack will just get us blitzing through Mr. Bugsy. I reckon Ho-Oh and Lugia are going to be a little bit stronger. I'm just giving Team Rocket a nostalgia trip, aren't I? I reckon Ho-Oh and Lugia are going to be top of the leaderboard with the Legends. Still trying to think about what to do with the Just the Battles. I might merge the leaderboards. I've got my own personal Spotify playlist going, and this music is totally inappropriate. It's really pumpy-uppy. Welcome in, Ombre, and I hope you've had a lovely day. I'm a Ho-Oh person myself. Gold was my first game as well. No internet until Wednesday. Oh no. That does not sound good at all. I think I'd lose my mind without internet access. Retro Nubs, thank you so much for joining the Great Ball tier. It really is appreciated. Thank you so, so much. Are you going to make me cry again? There is a community post for anyone who has joined the channel membership and joined the HM Friends. And there you can pick your Pokemon. So you can be Team Kenya, Team Abra, Team Psyduck, or Team Paris. You'll get shouted out in some videos, and you will also... Bloody hell. You won't also... Bloody hell. You will also be on the BRB screens for the streams. And your name gets up in lights. I think I'm allowed to say bloody hell on YouTube. Thank goodness. Those of you UK-based, which mobile networks are you with? Because I'm thinking about changing mine. I've been with 3 for like 8 years now, and it's just not that great anymore. My 3 signal is shocking. I mean, I do live in the middle of nowhere. But still, it's shocking. I remember Orange back in the day. I don't live in Northumbria, I live in Lancashire. I was going to say sunny Lancashire, but it's raining so badly today. As you can probably tell, though, I'm not originally from Psychic. No, from Lancashire. Let's catch our third HM friend. We are looking for an Abra. That's a Jigglypuff. That's a Hoot Hoot. Even getting like 15 encounters, this is still quicker than coin casing. We had a glorious Easter weekend, and then the weather's just turned really bad today. Well, thank you so much, Retro Nubs. It really is appreciated. We don't pause the timer for Abra, no. Because this is a risky route. I am from a city initially in England. I moved out to the country. Oh, Handsome Anthony, thank you so much. Thank you for the 19.99. I think it's a bit mean of YouTube to change it into British pounds there, but thank you so, so much. Looks like this might have been a misplay today with the Abra. And Canon Arm, thank you so much for subscribing if you're watching the video. Goodness me, we are pausing the timer here. This is the longest we have been trying to find an Abra to date. There we go. Thank you once again to Anthony. Yes, we have the double will over here. If I get the bus from outside my house, within 5 minutes we're in farmer fields of sheep. The RNG gods are not on my side here. We had multiple Ditto before the Abra. It is a risk. Sometimes the majority of the time it pays off, but sometimes not so much. I'm declining to use the Swift TM, by the way, because we don't see many Dark types until later, and we're going to learn Swift in 2 levels' time. We defeated the game with Feraligatr. Thank you to Nelson for joining the subscribing to the channel. I'm not sure if you're in or if you're watching pre-recorded content, but if you're in, thank you so much. We beat the game with Feraligatr. I had a little bit of stream time left, so we're doing Mewtwo as a quick one. It was slower by about 2 minutes. We don't need the Quick Claw this time. We're going to skip all this bloody grass. Sweet Sense on the Paris. Dig also on the Paris. Get rid of Scratch. And now we need to move these moves. Flash there. Perfect. Gemma, please don't ever feel pressured into donating. Your company here is more than enough. Now, I must remember to pick up Kenya on the way out after defeating Whitney. Must remember that. I forgot that last time. This Gramble has super effective moves. Teleport works differently in Generation 2. Teleport, if you're in the overworld, will take you back to the last Pokemon Center you popped into. Dig takes you out of a cave and takes you to the entrance you went into. Favorite grass starter Rowlet by a country mile. Rowlet is so adorable. I wish I could have one in real life. I would love a little owl, like Rowlet. Snivy evolves into Serperior. Bulbasaur's a very good choice as well. In fact, I've got a soft spot for most of the grass starters. Those of you who are Bulbasaur fans, then please do be patient. That's not what I mean at all. Please do hold on to your seats because we have the Venusaur run coming out on Wednesday, and of course we'll be starting with the Bulbasaur. Thank you, Gemma. We did pick up Mrs. Kenya, but we didn't pick up the bloody squirt bottle. Turtwig's a good Pokemon. Chikorita's very, very cute, but it isn't that great in Gen 2. Not a big fan of Sprigatito, I've got to be honest. That's because I've got a lot of trauma going against it. You had to pick the electric starter your first time. That means you either started with Let's Go Pikachu, or more likely Pokemon Yellow. We'll get the magnets now. And we'll pop into the Pokemon Center. Let's go Schnabababababble. Would be too good. Would be very good, I should say. Yes, let's go Electabuzz would be very fun. In my Let's Go Pikachu run, I did have an Electabuzz I called... I wanted to do Jinx as well, but I couldn't quite get the blah 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 in text form. I'd love Johto remade in Let's Go style. Got Surf, so we can surf on those haters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bung on a Repel. Fire Turtle starter, I believe that will be Gen 15. No, Jinx doesn't have the longest cry anymore. One of the new Pokemon, I can't remember which one, might be Calyrex, I think has the longest cry now, but don't quote me on that. Just proud of myself for knowing what a Calyrex is. That's that brain deer, isn't it? Brain deer, what the hell am I on about? You know the one I mean, don't you? Combe! The one with the big hat, yes, the brain deer. Such a scam, we can't get the Twisted Spoon. You got a bog offer on wine gums? It's a scam, $1 million Pokédollars for a bike. It's the Titan, that's it, not Calyrex. 2 weeks until Advance Wars, magic stuff. Woopa! I think Calyrex is the legendary horse. The one from the Crown Tundra. Where I still haven't got a bloody shiny from Dynamax Adventures, and I'm salty about it. Calyrex is a rabbit. Shows how much attention I paid. Hello Ruth, how's Derek today? Oh, you're having a bit of an issue with Derek, are you? Right, we'll get him up here for your love. Which one's the brain one I'm thinking of? I'll have a little chat with Jamie as well. Stop trying to take Derek away from Ruth. It's a bunny, is it? I didn't realise that. I think we're just going to go all punches straight away. That's what gut instinct is telling me to do anyway. Oh, it does ride 2 different horses. Oh, it's been so long since I played the Crown Tundra. Should have decent type coverage with these moves. Wrong punch. Wrong funch. I don't know what a funch is, but it doesn't sound pleasant. Let's dig out of there and go straight to the next gym. Just showing everyone that I do know about about the shortcut in this gym. I rarely do it because I like getting the stat experience, but we're a bloody Mewtwo. Yes, Yusin's going to be hanging there forever. We're not even going to see him at Cianwood. No, this is a ghost poison gym. Enjoy your chicken casserole, Gemma. I've got a sweet chili chicken wrap on the table next to me. 2 shot on the Gengar, I reckon. Oh, critical hit. Marvellous. Morphe's down. Let's now climb a lighthouse. Welcome back, Malik. You've not missed too much at all. Eight-hour brisket due in 2 hours. Oh no, that length of time is going to be so dragging. I like Toad in the Hole. Toad in the Hole is like batter and sausages, and I have it with mash because I'm fat. Yeah, sausages and Yorkshire pudding. I bloody love Toad in the Hole. You got free food at McDonald's? Nice. Yorkshire pudding's such a weird thing to describe. It's like a battery floury thing. Have we taken any damage at all yet? I think the only way we're going to take damage in the near future is from a quick attack. I think we got quick attacked by 1 rat, maybe? But you can get puddings from the chippies here, and they're different still. They're like some mystery meat concoction surrounded in pastry. HP's a brown sauce over here. Just defying the laws of gravity for a second then. Welcome in, Zelda. I've got a feeling you are absolutely correct there. I completely agree, Combe. I do not like brown sauce. Hidden Power is dark. We've got perfect DVs. Oh, mayonnaise, no. Damage is something we're not taking much of. May of the Bins. Yes, very much agree there, Combe. Thank you, Jamar. Mayo and ketchup, isn't that some kind of weird, almost prawn cocktail sauce? Isn't that what prawn cocktail sauce is? It's mayo and ketchup together. A lot of places in Greece put it on their chips as well. Whenever I go to Cyprus, I end up having ketchup and mayonnaise offered. I don't like eggs. I think eggs are foul. The only time I like eggs is in cake. That's because when I was in nursery, I was forced to eat an egg sandwich. I don't think that's controversial at all. Some people don't like sauces. There's nothing wrong with not liking sauces. Had a bit of a brain fart there with where I wanted to go. Let's just do Lake of Rage. Punch it in the mouth, it'll go down. I eat my french fries without ketchup, but I eat big chips with ketchup. Oh god, you can tell I've lived in Lancashire too much when I say we out instead of without. I've got a very sensitive tummy as well, Smorio, so I get exactly what you mean there. Fries in milkshake is one of the worst things I've ever heard. You might not be able to make it to next week's streams. Well, I hope you have a lovely time regardless of what you're doing, Gemma, and thank you for popping into every stream so far. Really does mean an awful lot. I had a friend try it once and he spat the fry across the room in absolute disgust. Well, good luck with the course, Gemma. Hopefully it works out for you, Gemma. I don't like too much salt on anything. I'm very sensitive to salty flavours. Yep, it's the Lie with the Flyers time. I remember to chat to both rockets. I'm doing well this run. Unfortunately, the only thing I can suggest, Gemma, is just perseverance. Something will eventually come up for you. But it's so frustrating in that interim. Did some testing, by the way, and doing the digging out is definitely quicker than going back through the building. So we'll be doing that in every run from now on. Welcome in, Speedrun. I hope you're doing well. I think you chatted earlier and I missed you, so apologies for that. It's got Mew in its name. Vis-a-vis, it's a cat to me. I mean, if you think another coffee's going to help you study, then you should. Back when I went to Chester in school, talking of salt and pepper, the tour guide doing the Roman stuff was called Walker's Crispus. Controversial, but I don't like bacon. I don't really eat pork. Yep, no bacon. I have no idea why I went to Goldenrod then. Let's go to the correct place. Walkers are the main crisps in the UK, a little bit like Lay's in other places. Same company. Still bacon flavour, Kanbei, and I don't like bacon flavour. I don't like real bacon, so I definitely won't like baked bacon. The ice cream van. I like chicken. Chicken's my main meat. I'm trying to cut out meat, but being anemic, I sort of have to eat a lot of meat. No, I've never eaten kangaroo. I have encountered one shiny Pokemon in an unreleased Sudowoodo run. I'm made out of spare parts. I did catch it. It's now up in my Pokemon home. I doubt we're going to use return. But we will grab one just in case. And also, while we're here, get another set of punches. Crystal is possibly my favourite Pokemon game to run. I'm not quite sure what my favourite Pokemon game is to casually play, though. Because Crystal's more of a work game for me at this point. Ooh, slight lag spike there in Retro Arch. Something very funny is going on with my PC. I've just got sign into Google Drive pop up. Which gets me a little bit worried. I meant to use Fire Punch there. We're going to rewind there. Oh, Nando's is foul. I really don't like Nando's. If that's what we're talking about. Oh, Pepe's. I don't know Pepe's. You're still hungry and you ate 3 burgers. That will be your tummy playing tricks on you. Slow experience group. Thank you, Dan. And Andy, thank you for subscribing to the channel. The Aridos run, as soon as I'm not scared of spiders, it'll be coming out. I'm not a big fan of eating mushrooms, but they're very fascinating. I don't know what to call them, really. I know they're fungi. Creatures? Are they quite creatures? What defines a creature? Sorry to go all Philomena Kunk on you, but what is a creature? Welcome in, Paul. I hope you're doing well. We cannot get Psychic any earlier than pre-League, unfortunately. Our Speedrunner, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. That's what I'm thinking, James. Does a creature need to have sentience? What is sentience? We're getting very, very deep, aren't we? Confusion is enough for Mewtwo at the moment. We'll pick up the coin case. Johto is very, very small as a region. Therefore, it is very difficult to train. Punch you in the mouth with electricity. Punch you in the mouth with fire, mate. Send some nasty thoughts your way, Haunter. Nah, we're not going to get a haircut this time. Welcome in, Master K. I hope you're doing well. He does. He does give you Psychic. The puzzle is so easy once you learn it's 3, 2, 1. Until then, you can spend bloody hours here. I haven't played Infinite Fusion. I've heard so much about it, but I've not played it. We did one-shot the exec with the 6 coughings. Honestly, I don't know what the other items are. All I know is I don't factor them in my bloody routine. Mewtwo can learn Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt. However, we are going to have to choose one of them. It's the Bumhead Fire Duck. We used a couple of, whatever, is it the Carbos for... Which one's the one that does special in this? Because I bought a couple and dumped them in. Calcium, thank you. I will never manage my money better. Still got that berry from Route 1. We were there in the shop, so I thought might as well. We had a glitch. If there's a glitch, then I've been doing that glitch for God knows how long. Confuse the snake. Thunder Punch that. Ice Punch that. Right, here's a battle which we could lose. Or struggle with, at least. Thunder Punch this. We one-shot. Oh, we're fine. Absolutely fine. How are we doing on time? Remarkably well, I would say. You don't get the badge boost glitch in Gen 2, but you do get boosts to your badges. So each badge gives you a boost to that trainer's type. So for instance, Falconer gives you the flying type boost. I will have to look that up on my first break. So yes, the boost for Price's badge also gives you a special attack boost. However, it doesn't work properly. It's either special attack or special defense, I can't quite remember which. But if your Spectacle Spadef is within certain ranges, it just won't activate. Yes, it does know Roar, that's for definite. Karen's Houndoom knows Roar, and for some reason it was roaring the Magnemite. Yes, Mewtwo is share confirmed. I have played Crystal Clear. I love Crystal Clear. Nah, no Melt Ice today. We're decent enough. We have 184 in battle special attack. YouTube pays monthly. Hidden Power Dart, perfect DVs. Stephen Wang, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I was paid monthly at the DWP as well. Final working day of the month. I think a lot of the time government work will pay monthly. It's kind of the standard over here in the UK, though. It's an experience, isn't it, Kanbei, working for the department? This is my first attempt at Mewtwo. Mewtwo is slow growth rate, you're correct there, Kyle. I was work coach, so I was public facing. Ha! She hurts herself. A nice work from home job. Very, very nice. I think everyone would like more pay. Everyone else at the DWP had hybrid, but because we were customer facing, we couldn't have hybrid as work coaches. Genuinely don't know where Mewtwo will finish. Potentially first place, but it could all go wrong. The economic situation in the UK is a thing. That's probably the most diplomatic way I can say it. But the fact that the term "Cosy lives" has become a thing here in the UK should say it all. The main thing slowing this run down is me trying to read the move names. How much is a Freddo bar these days? It is 8.4 Celsius outside at the moment. Here in my part of the United Kingdom. 25p! What a scam. "11 degrees in the West Midlands." I'll be so glad to get rid of confusion soon. That was the wrong move, but we froze. So we only lost about 3 seconds. Didn't mean to bump into this one, so we'll do that. We're going to start trying to race ahead a little bit now. I remember the Freddos being 5p. Flareon's quite bulky, actually, isn't it? Yeah, it's peeing down today. And those of you in the western part of the United Kingdom, watch out, there is going to be quite a nasty storm heading our way on Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. Aha, Dallas-Fort Worth in Texas. Oh no, I've still got feelings about the cast form run I did even before I started working on YouTube. I did cast form only in Emerald and it was not fun. It is a hot country in summer now. You're absolutely correct there, Kanbei. And we say thank you to the HM friends. Say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Parrish. You've all been a great help in the league. You get some well-deserved rest as we take on the Pokemon League. Didn't split for Claire again. I prefer the heat as well, Gemma. Let's move on to Bruno, and then we have the difficult one. I didn't like London when I worked in London. Got Instinct is saying headbutt over return for the chance of flinch. UK trains are awful compared to the continent. Please, one shot. We're through, Karen. And that is Lance done. Oh. 0 resets. This makes me feel better. Actually, we had 0 resets on Feraligatr as well. Very reset-like day. Let's get our league time. And then I'm going to take a couple of moments break. 1:03:51 into the league. I'm just going to have a very quick look at our spreadsheet here. So our fastest into the league was... Ooh, I am slower than one Pokemon that is currently unreleased. I'll let you mull on that while I take a very quick break. And we are back. Let's carry on with the run. I've changed the day to Saturday so that we can buy some, well, a move. We can't buy some moves. We're not that rich enough. Stick the repels back up to top spot, although we still have one active, which is what always bloody happens. If I'd have taken one more step, the repel would have worn off. Bloody hell. So thank you all so much for your patience. We're into the final part of today's stream. Welcome back to the HM Friends. And once again, thank you to everyone who has joined the HM Friends today. And if you would like to join them, you are more than welcome to do so. The link is in the description. Such a scam, it costs so much money. We're going to teach not Flamethrower, we're going to teach Thunderbolt. Not Flamethrower, Thunderbolt. Over Thunder Punch. Check my Rare Candy situation, see which ones I've missed. 5 Rare Candies, we are good to go. Kombe, thank you so much for joining the Pokeball HM Friends. Seems to be a consistent theme, bad encounter luck here. Lucas, how was Pokemon XD? I will have to catch up on the VOD because unfortunately we clash streaming times today. I've never played XD either. I'm going to be restarting Colosseum tonight. It's been 20 odd years since I last played it. Fearo's special attack is abysmal. You have to run it as a physical attacker. It's going very well so far, time-wise. I'd like to have been a little bit quicker, but such is life, I suppose. Yes, you deploy your emotes. Looking at getting a couple more emotes soon as well. Hopefully by the end of this month. Welcome in, RJ. We are back. How are you doing? It's been a very long time since we properly caught up. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for being so supportive, Kombe. This channel wouldn't be what it is without all you lovely, lovely people. There is never any pressure on anyone to join the channel memberships. Just everyone being around and having a good time is all that matters to me. Mewtwo will possibly be no resets up to red. I'm doing very well, thank you, RJ. How are you doing? Normally I would risk going without a repel there, but with my encounter luck on this run... Let's teach Psychic at long bloody last. Right, game's free now. We'll still get the lefties, just in case. Oh, some hail, that's not fun. $25 PP for this gym is more than enough. I enjoy your runs as well. I love your bird Nuzlocks. If people aren't following the lovely Lucas, you can find him over on the Purple streaming site at purplestreamingsites.tv/LucasHart. If a mod could put his channel link in the description, that would be amazing, thank you. Lucas, such a lovely, lovely person. And an amazing content creator. Twitch. Oh, I said the name of the site, so I said a dirty word. That's websites.tv/LucasHart. ART at the end. Tell you what, should I try and multitask? I'm going to pause the timer on this silly shoes. That's the badger. And I think I just need to put a HTTPS at the front. And that should hopefully turn it into a lovely clickable link. Right, let's start beating up some more plants. Yes, the dreaded T-word. I do occasionally stream over there playing stuff other than Pokemon. Gonna be doing Banjo-Kazooie fairly soon over there. And if you want to follow me over there. It's purplestreamingsite.tv/trainersquidgy. Someone had already got the Squidgy name. I was very, very annoyed. I didn't, I copied and pasted it. That's how I got around not typing it. My favourite Rare game, GoldenEye. Followed by Banjo-Kazooie. Followed by Banjo-Tooie. Donkey Kong Country is amazing, but so goddamn difficult. I've got that on my SNES Classic. Had enough dealings with sirens today. Mist, no thank you. Is Mist the one that removes stat changes? Or is that Haze? I can never remember. They're both similar weather conditions. Bloody sakes with the bloody grass. And Mist prevents. Thank you, SK. Diddy Kong Racing was a lot of fun. I've actually started routing Beedrill. Maybe out in June-ish. This bit is one of the bits which requires an insane amount of concentration for what I actually have to do here. 3-drill run would be very fun for stream. Teleport back with the same repel on to save some time. Because we're all about the optimizations. Have a little chat with him. Get TMO7, which we're probably not going to have on our learn set at all. Then we fly back, pressing up to get there quicker. Dip our head in the PMC. And now we're good to go. On with my least favourite part of the run. Nugget Bridge. We've got an Ice-type move though, so we can just punch everything in the mouth. I never played Crash Team Racing. Beauty of having an Ice-type move on Nugget Bridge is the lion's share of Pokemon are really weak to Ice-type moves. It's going to be gloom and doom for this Oddish evolution. The run is going exceptionally well, thank you, RJ. 1 hour 12 onto Nugget Bridge. We cannot complain. Thank you so much for popping in, Dan. I hope you have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy your inevitable lasagna. I'm expecting Dan to come down on me saying, no, it's not lasagna today. Oh, bloody hell, I didn't split for Erica. I pressed the button, but once again, live split was not in focus. Spaghetti bolognese, that's just flat lasagna. It's non-layered lasagna. Ooh. As Sprout got the lasagna recipe off Dan, I've heard Dan makes a very, very nice lasagna. But thank you for popping in, thank you for helping out today, ta-ra! Right, so let's surf on Misty to assert our dominance. We've got Thunderbolt, this should be easy. And John Sparks, thank you so much for joining Patreon. That has only just come through my end. Thank you so much, John. Sorry, I had a notification on my phone, so I got a wee bit distractificated there for Misty, but it's all gravy. Not Ice Punch, Thunderbolt is what I'm meant to use here. Stick that up to the top. Lovely critical hit there on Sabrina. Get the Marsh Badge. I ended up having Chinese last night, and God, it was so glorious. Expensive, but glorious. You had a curry in the end last night. What were you doing in that alternate dimension in Minecraft? Ooh, a jar curry with some cooked chicken. That sounds actually quite nice. I do like a good curry. Very much cheaper than a takeaway. The Chinese I had was ludicrously expensive. It's like £4.20 for chips. But they were the only place open on Easter Sunday. £4.20 for chips. And I'm in the north. I suppose it's his funny Tinternet number, isn't it? Psychic spam very much the correct way, even in Gen 2. Welcome in, Benjo. Thank you so much for your compliments there. I hope you're having a lovely time at the stream. We're getting towards the tail end of this stream, though, unfortunately. We have been live for just over 3 hours. But this VOD will be available for everyone to watch at their own leisure. The delivery charges always feels like such a scam. I know they've got to cover costs, but it always feels like a scam. Yes, Simpsons is Luigi's. Futurama is Panucci's. See, I'm lazy. I don't like collecting. Set the teleport spots there. While we're in the menu here, we will max Elixir. And we will max Repel. Don't really have anything super effective against fire types. They've been a bit of an Achilles heel all run. However, we should just be able to psychic the absolute hell out of them. Yes, yes we can. Volcano Badge acquired. Let's move on. Yes, unless it's Houndoom, we Psychic them. If it's Houndoom, we just punch them in the mouth with Thunder. Janine's going to be even more of a pushover than normal. Take our last Pokemon Center heal of the run. And say hello to Blue. We got a Spadef drop off that Alakazam, which is not very pleasant. It's a comment on the community post, Kanbei, yes. There's only one thing left to do now. Have a little chat with Professor Oak. Mewtwo's on a very decent time at the moment. Possibly could have optimised him a little bit better. But seeing as I'm on stream, I'm happy with the time so far. Stream times are always a few minutes slower just because I have to keep up with chat as well. We're going to try with our current learn set and our current level. No, we'll chop and change things from there. We are right at the very end. Did I not have room for the lefties? I didn't have room for the lefties. I also didn't full restore. Benjo, thank you so much for joining Pokeball tier membership. I hope you enjoy your time with the HM friends. We do have the amulet coin, but we don't really have any decent held item. Don't paralyze me, you absolute slag. We could do Berserk Gene, but that would involve going back to get Berserk Gene. I do think lefties might be a thing we need to go and quickly run and get. Yeah. I'm going to quickly run and get the lefties. This is the wrong bloody city, isn't it? We've used our return. No! Berserk Gene also confuses you for 255 turns. For just a 2-stat attack increase. 2-stage attack increase. It's not good. It's possibly one of the worst items we've ever seen in Pokemon. Yep, 255 turn confusion. I wish we had Focus Blast. And he paralysed us. Right. Desperate signs call for desperate measures. Fire Punch is surplus to requirements. Oh, we didn't use our return. But we're not going to use it. Instead, we're going to go Dynamic Punch. Going to punch that bear into next week. Please don't backseat everybody. There we go, 126.41. I just need to add that to our leaderboard and hope it doesn't break this time. And shall we see where that puts us on the stream leaderboard? Of course, no surprise. First place. 126.41 on the stream leaderboard for Mewtwo. No real surprises there, but I am very glad that Mewtwo's run was successful in the end, even with a couple of hitches. And there is only one thing left for us to do. We've already done Typhlosion. Mew is coming at in a stream very, very soon. We need to go into our PC. Yeah, we did the Johto starters back in October. They are all available on the channel. We need to put the mail back on Kenya. And we need to return Kenya. You've been an absolute star, my love, Kenya. But it's time for you to go home. And with that, we are done. Save the game. Back to the thumbnail we go. We always return Kenya at the end of our runs on stream. It has been an absolute pleasure doing this stream. A little bit of a marathon one, 3.5 hours. But thank you to Retro Nubs for joining on Great Ball, Handsome Anthony and Speedrunner for the donations, Kanbei for Pokeball, Benjo for Pokeball as well. Thank you to John Sparks for joining on Patreon. It has been an absolute pleasure. I really, really loved this run. Thank you all so much for popping in. I will see you all on Wednesday for Venusaur only at 2 PM. Have a lovely, lovely start to your week.